actually pick up the mobile phone seatbelt camera down in Dandenong Hastings Road. Hopefully not get too banked up in the traffic, but we'll see how we go. So today I have my speed limit alerts app sitting there on the screen working for me. I have the dash cam taking a 4K video in the forward direction, and I have the 360-degree camera sitting here in the passenger seat, taking a 360 view of the road as we go along. I'll try to slow down as we go past the mobile phone seatbelt camera, but that really all depends on the level of traffic, because the last thing I want to do is delay the traffic. And just a short trip down this section of the freeway. Interesting aspects of a lot of the speed alerts and camera alerts is as you come down here, the freeway is going straight ahead, and the exit lane to Frankston Dandenong Road runs off, and is at a slower speed. So the freeway itself is at 100 kilometres an hour, but you might find that you get a warning for the speed camera when you're going straight ahead, but the speed camera's on this section of the runoff, so it's at 60. So sometimes some of the web apps,
camera ahead. The speed limit is 60 kilometers.
Yeah, some of the speed apps, when you're going straight ahead at 100, pick up this camera. There it is there. We don't actually go through it. So here we go. There it is up ahead, the mobile phone seatbelt camera. I'll put it in, I think, this morning. So we will see how we go. The driving instructors, actually, this is a part of the route for the Frankston / Seaford big roads office, for where if you're living in this area or around this area, you can do your driver's test. Oh, that's excellent. There's a couple of little issues with the data, so I can fix that for my speed limit alerts. But the camera, the traffic light there, they warn that it actually changes very quickly. So I'm pretty sure the driving testers take you down there here because of the changes of speed limits, and also possibly the traffic light changes quite quickly. Just heading up here to the Red Rooster to pick up a couple of horses a nice little snack or lunch. There's a good Subway over the left hand side that we regularly use, the McDonald's on the right hand side, and up further an Aldi. So one of the things you'll see, interestingly, I found that I have to do a U-turn to actually come back to the Red Rooster, but one of the things that you'll see is that we have to do the U-turn, and at the traffic light, most lights have a fairly well-defined red light turn, and the lights change. But this one up here sort of bewildered me a little bit, because it actually, as the light for straight ahead goes amber, actually I didn't have to do a complete U-turn, but I'll show you this traffic light. As the light changes to go ahead, it sort of goes to amber, and then as it's going to amber, the turn light flicks and quickly goes to green. And so I'm not used to that. It's most of the time I see the green light goes to amber, red, and then the right arrow turn goes off, or it changes colour, or they're both on at the same time, but not this one up ahead. And hopefully it will show you doing it today. But you see it's green. Now I expected the green, maybe the red light will turn to green, but or when it goes to traffic stops, because it goes to red, the turn arrow then turns off or goes to green to allow you to go. Because what you're expecting is, most people think that the traffic coming from the other direction is somehow connected to the traffic in this direction. And a lot of the cases that's true, the lights go off at the same time. But not always. You can never assume anything about what the person coming down from that side, the opposite direction, is seeing with their cameras. So you'll see they're slowing down, they're still going through. Now we'll get at this and see how it flicks. So that's the only traffic light that I see that does that. You'll see this one as a turn, it goes off, it goes red. They usually end and start, but they don't usually do it right in the middle of an amber change. So I think that's quite interesting. Actually got honked by somebody who couldn't wait for 2 seconds to take off. And by the way, 2 seconds is about the average time that somebody takes off from a traffic light. Time this one, if you like, sort of, when you look at it, just go in and step through the video. It's at the dash cam one's at 30 frames per second. This is a bit silly. They could just turn around and have the lane. Anyway, here we are at the Red Rooster. Boxes, please.
What in crunch box?
Yeah, the lunchtime crunch box, 3 of those things.
3 of them?
Yeah, 3, thank you.
Were you wanting drinks with any of those for $2?
No, that's all, thank you.
$16.50, drive through.
Thank you very much. actually saw I think it was, we were sitting in that McDonald's and we saw a truck trying to drive through here, taking out the signs or the signage or whatever. It was really struggling. It did not fit. It's not uncommon. If you have a look, there's usually a lot of damage to the drive-through roofs, or roofs, because of oversized vehicles coming through, picking up their lunch and not realising that there's a height limit, or that their truck is higher than the height limit. You'll notice often at a McDonald's there will be a sign, or as we come in here there was probably a sign saying what the maximum limit was. So how's your day been? This is nice and relaxing. The weather's beautiful here. The sun is out. The sky is blue. It is beautiful between Christmas and New Year's weather. Great for those people who have gone away camping and on holidays. The roads are a bit quieter, which is a good thing for driving. Now I'll probably have to go and mute the mobile phone number button. Oh, maybe I'll just... With Red Rooster, you can give, if you're a senior like myself, you can give your senior card and they'll actually give you a 10% discount, not on specials like today, but if you're a rewards member as well, they give you a freebie for your birthday, and what you have to do is quote your mobile number, or there's a card that you can present, but at the end of the day that feature doesn't usually work. They scan it, they just take your phone number. So you don't need a card or anything, you just quote your phone number as you go up to them, and that builds up points. Now whilst you don't get a discount on the special items, you do build up points on the special items. It's at about 5%. So, and often after a little while you've got $5 to $10 to take off your order. It's a very good way of reducing the price. Red Rooster has some good specials. Actually, no, I used to go to KFC and they give 10% discount off for special for seniors, but I don't go to them anymore. Their service at one point was absolutely terrible. When I tried to get the problem looked at, nobody responded. The helplines didn't respond, phones didn't respond. The manager at Eltham said they can't do anything because I'd actually placed the order using the app to the previous location. So my fault, I probably should have checked the app, but absolutely no resolution, and I was some 40 kilometres away from where the food was being prepared. I watched it. Yes, they did charge. They charged for the product being produced, and that was never received. So, and I found that I've heard other people saying McDonald's app is the same. You've got it in, if you're in the city, you can end up placing an order very easily at the wrong location. Now, I was actually sitting in the driveway at the Elfins app, the KFC. See, and when it says "Are you here?" it should check your location. It's a pretty big flaw in their app. If you say you're here and you're 40 kilometres away, it's a problem. So since then, because their service was so terrible, I just simply haven't had KFC. It's easy. Use your wallet, use your purchasing power to express your discontent with these companies. They don't care one little bit. But that's probably nearly 2 years now, and that's quite a large dollar value of KFC that hasn't been bought, because when I'm at a family event and we used to buy it for family get-togethers, whatever, none of the family buy it anymore. So basically there's 4 different families that all don't buy KFC, or at least when I'm not around. They do buy it when I'm around, but I visit these families regularly and we regularly pick up some sort of takeaway. So there you go. Not happy with KC, very happy with Red Rooster, even though they can be a bit slow in their service levels. But they're a good company.
Can I just do value crunch boxes?
Yes, please.
That's just $16.50.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Here's that one for you.
No worries. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time. And it's always good to come to the takeaway. The people are always very pleasant. They're well trained. They're very polite. And it gives you a good feeling about the younger generation. They're nice. They're nice people. Now the United Petroleum, I actually do use United Petroleum around the place. This one I haven't used very much. It's $1.96.9 for petrol, I think it is. Maybe a little bit more for the normal petrol that I get. There's other ones. If you use the Petrol Spy, you can. I've seen there's prices about 20 cents, 25 cents cheaper. On the way down here, prices range from about $2.09 down to $1.75, so 79. So Petrol Spy can help you find cheap petrol on your drive. So it's $1.98 here. That's what I consider. The prices are up at the moment, and they've gone up fairly recently. But just by doing a little bit of homework, you can save yourself a good $10 or $15 on filling up with petrol if you shop around. Plan your trips and plan your picking up of petrol on those trips, and it can save you quite a bit of money over the course of a year. In my case, I fill up probably every fortnight, maybe $10 saving. Now the other thing with United is if you aren't a senior, they do give you, you can download their app now and they do give you 4 cents a litre off, so you don't have to buy anything at a shop or anything like Coles and Woolworths do, and you can just go in there and get your discount. My accountant actually passed that tip on to me, and we've got a Coles Express or Ready or whatever they call it nowadays, and United near each other where I live up near Templestowe, and that the United is always 1 or 2 cents cheaper, and since they give both the same discount, then now they get my business. So that's it for the day. I'll shortly be pulling over and stopping the videos, but thank you again for joining me and joining the trip. Hope your day is being as good as mine. Have a great new year. watching.